Hi, I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now, just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, Cancer, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there, Cancer, and let's see what messages the cards have for you today about your love journey. Right, let's go, guys. Let's do this. Messages for Cancer. Okay, so you were coming in with the Fool card, and you were also coming in with Temperance here in your reading. There's a want to. You really do want to take some kind of action when it comes to your person. You do want to initiate something here. Coming in with the Fool card is what I'm picking up. Now, this could be both you and your person at this time, but things are slow. Coming in with Temperance. Things are slow. There are delays. There could very well be blockages here. In terms of your everyday life, this could also have to do with finances here for both you and your person, is what it's saying. It also talks about here in your reading, the communication wasn't that great. Here, there was misunderstandings here. Things may have been taken out of context is what I'm getting, and so that may have hindered or caused some kind of delay when it came to going towards your person here. Now, with the Fool card coming in here in your reading, what it can talk about there is that you've learned things about yourself here. You may have connected the dots in terms of what was taken out of context, what your person may have misunderstood here in your reading. It could, I was going to say here, it may have been a bit of a blow to your self-confidence here, only because things were misunderstood here. I do get, you do realize that now coming in, well, because of the shifts that are happening with our planets at this point in time. See, I also get here in your reading, it can come in as you may have come on a little bit too strong for your person, or this could be vice versa. You may have rushed it a little bit here. When I spoke about misinterpretation and misunderstandings and taking things out of context, it may have came in that way, where that caused the hindrance, the delays, certain blockages here in your reading when it came to your person. Because here, of course, it does come in as requirements here, okay, when you come in with Temperance. And so what it talks about there in your reading, like I said, you may have rushed into something. You may not, this is both you and your person, and you may not have allowed the time for both you and your person to get your head around here what was going on. That's what I'm saying. Wanting something serious with your person here. This could be vice versa here, guys. And it may have been a little bit too soon, is what I'm getting. All right, let's keep going here, guys, and let's see what other messages the cards have for you. Wait a minute, guys. Ooh. Hang on. Let's go. Thank you. Okay. So you were coming in with the Four of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands, and you were coming in with the Knight of Swords here in your reading. See, what it does come in as a delay. There is a delay here. A delay, a blockage here coming in with these three cards when it comes to communication from your person. I get here in your reading that you're holding back from communicating to your person. This is both you and your person here, guys. All right, this is what I'm getting with the Knight of Swords here in your reading. I do pick up here, though, Cancer, that this could very well be you waiting or holding back. The delay here, blockages coming in with the Four of Pentacles here from communicating with your person. And it is, I do get here that it is a challenge and an obstacle here, because what it also talks about here in your reading, waiting for your person to reply here. Coming in with the Knight of Swords here in your reading. All right, guys? So what else could be happening here in your reading is that you could be talking to people about what's going on with your person as a way of figuring things out for yourself. What shall I do here? Shall I reach out to my person? They haven't texted me back. I haven't heard from them. I want to know what's going on. Shall I reach out to them here? Shall I keep reaching out to them? What shall I do? I get that's what's happening here with the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Swords, wanting to reach out to your person but not knowing. Here in your reading, is it going to work? Is it going to make some changes here? See, you're coming in with, here in your reading, kind of forcing your person here to talk to you in a sense here. That's what I'm picking up. And what it can also talk about here in your reading, when it comes to your person here, what I get there is that they too are kind of wondering here what to do. I get here in your reading is that your person may avoid contacting you at this time, but only at this moment is what it's saying. See, what it can also talk about here in your reading is your person has obstacles and challenges in their own life that they need to deal with here. That's what I'm also picking up here, guys. Let's keep going, eh? See, I get here in your reading, what it's talking about here is that this communication that you were wanting from your person means a hell of a lot to you is what I'm getting. It comes in as confirmation, so they want me. They do want me. They do want to be in a relationship with me. That's what I'm getting. That is what you were wanting from this person here in your reading. See, what it also talks about here, if you are talking to other people here in your reading, I do get that with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. What I'm getting there is that it's the information that you are receiving here that also causes the delay. It also causes blockages here when it comes to you and when it comes to your person here in your reading. But let's keep going here. Alright, so you were coming in with the Ace of Swords, you have the King of Cups, and you were also coming in with the Queen of Pentacles here in your reading. Well, potentially here in your reading, you're going to find out that this King of Cups, your person is in love with you, coming in with the Queen of Pentacles here. You are going to, it is coming in with the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Swords here in your reading. See what it talks about here, Cancer, it's saying to me here, this is the person that I want to be with. This is the person that I am going to go towards. I want to be with the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles here. There's clarity coming in here. There's truth here in your reading. Like I said, you may have heard something over here that caused some kind of delay, and it may have been taken out of context here. Okay, you may have misinterpreted a little snippet of information that you received here from other people. But eventually here, potentially here in your reading, you are going to get the clarity that you are needing. Here, this King of Cups is in love with the Queen of Pentacles. That's what it's talking about here. Now, coming in with the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, what I get there in your reading, it's coming in as waiting for the Queen of Pentacles. That's what I'm getting. To make an offer here. Well, what I get with the Queen of Pentacles here is to make an offer, to show up here. That's what it's saying. To show up and show the King of Cups that you are keen, you are interested here. That's how that's coming in. Alright, let's keep going here. Seven of Pentacles. Alright, guys. So you're coming in with the Seven of Pentacles. Alright, guys. So you were coming in with this. This has to, what I get here in your reading, alright, guys, this is saying wipe the slate clean here. Get work through what happened in the past here in your reading, because you are coming in with the Three of Pentacles here, and this is all about reprogramming is what I'm getting. Things haven't changed here in your reading. So with the Seven of Pentacles coming in here, what I'm picking up is making certain changes happen here. Changing how you do things. It's not about changing your environment here, guys. That's not the changes that need to happen here. I do get eventually here, both you and your person are going to connect the dots, that these changes that you're making around you in your environment aren't going to bring about the changes that you both want here, because the changes that you were both wanting here in your reading is, of course, is happiness here, but that happiness can only be found within here, inner happiness. And so going back to the first two cards, when I spoke about here miscommunication, interpretation here, guys, all right, taking things out of context, because that came from the environment here. That's what it's saying. Changes were made in the environment, but those weren't the changes that both you and your person are wanting here. This is going to take a lot of dedication, is what it's saying. But the dedication here is to choose oneself. That's what it's saying here in your reading. And even coming in with the King of Cups, this clarity that both you and your person are going to figure out, figure out here, guys. It has to come in as, it is coming in as the three of Swords here. A past pain, hurt and fear here in your reading. See, with the Fool card in Temperance, if we go back there, what it talks about there in your reading is that misinterpretation here, of course, had to do with building a foundation here, but it also had to do with heartbreak and loss here, guys. That heartbreak and loss that both you and your person have been holding on to, coming in with the Four of Pentacles here. You are finally going to connect the dots. This is what it's saying, so that you can make the changes here that both you and your person are wanting. That's what I'm getting. All right. So let's pull some letters. These may be initials. I'm also going to make up keywords here, as well as names. All right. I'm going to choose. I'll come in with 10. I did 8, but it wasn't enough. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. Okay. Well, I've got 2 letters that are the same, so I don't need those ones. All right. Okay, what do we have here? Well, you have Spain here, guys. Spain. Oh, we've got 2 ends. We don't need 2 ends. You also have gain here. You have Fred. All right, guys. You also have Sinner here. You have Dina, as well as Gina here. You also have Ben. You have Bed here, guys. I did get Biff here. You have Figs. You have Des. You also have Big here. You've got Pig as well here in your reading. You have Bane. You also have Band and Bands here, guys. You have Fan here. All right, let me do your words up for you. You've got Dan. And you have Q. All right, BANDPFEGISQ. Now those are your letters. All right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.